With the return of Robert Downey Jr. to the MCU and the announcement of the villain Doctor Doom, it's worth exploring a bit about this character who, for many, is the greatest villain in Marvel. Of course, this title of greatest villain is not without reason. Doctor Doom is an incredibly powerful character, possessing both technology and sorcery. He's one of the few mainly human characters who can rival the intelligence of Reed Richards and other Marvel geniuses. Today, we will explore the main abilities, creations, and even powers of this character who's about to become the greatest villain ever presented on the big screen. Number 1. Intelligence. It's impossible to start a list discussing Doctor Doom's abilities without mentioning that he's one of Marvel's greatest geniuses. Victor is often referred to as the second most intelligent man in all of Marvel, second only to Reed Richards. However, on certain occasions, even Reed has shown himself to be quite inferior to Victor, making the competition between the two quite fierce. Many of the powers and abilities I'll mention here are derived from his inventions, machines that surpass even Tony Stark's genius. Unlike most scientists, Doom studied all areas of knowledge during his youth and excelled in all of them. He even had the chance to study sorcery, which I'll comment on later. Some notable achievements include reprogramming Ultron twice to serve him during the Secret Wars. He even enhanced the power of the entire Sinister Six to help the group achieve his goals. He created an artificial version of the cosmic power and a technological suit to contain it, allowing a normal person to wield cosmic power for 5 hours. Lastly, Thanos keeps a constant watch on him as he could pose a threat due to his level of intelligence and strategic mind. Number 2. Super technological armor. Doctor Doom's armor might not be his greatest invention, but it is one of his most useful resources and his trademark. The engineering behind his suit is so advanced that it rivals the best Iron Man suits, and that's no exaggeration. Some features of his armor include communicators, electrical discharges, a neural disruptor that renders attackers unconscious, and magnetic polarity controllers to counter Magneto. If that seems like a lot, there's more. It also has teleportation devices, flight capabilities, force beams, infrared vision, self-sustainability, sensor systems, solar energy absorption, and numerous other functions. His armor is a true Swiss Army knife, and what I've mentioned here is not even half of its capabilities, not to mention the weapons like missile launchers, sleep gas, energy fists, ionic blades, nerve impulse scramblers, and many other things. It's nearly impossible for any single character to stand against Doom as he's prepared for whatever comes his way. Number 3. Enhanced attributes. Due to his near constant use of his armor, it's expected to grant Doctor Doom significant increases to his resilience, and it does. His armor is so powerful that it can withstand blows from a robotic replica of the Hulk, which had its strength augmented with cosmic energy. It can also resist Iron Man's attacks and an atomic grenade without significant damage. However, the armor doesn't just provide intensive resistance, it also enhances his strength. Doctor Doom has demonstrated the ability to crush diamonds with his hands and throw considerably large stones with a single arm. While he might not be among Marvel's heavyweights in terms of brute strength, he has managed to draw blood from the Hulk with a powerful punch, and has rivaled an Atlantean in strength, who's said to match Namor. Therefore, the armor makes Doom quite formidable in physical confrontations. Number 4. Power theft. Another notable ability stemming from Doctor Doom's technology is the power to steal powers. In recent years, Marvel hasn't delved deeply into this aspect, but Doom has frequently used this capability. To summarize, he has acquired powers from the Silver Surfer, Galactus, a Watcher, and even the Beyonders, each at different points in his history. In the last instance, he became the most powerful being in the universe. Number 5. Time travel. As if he wasn't already incredibly powerful, Doctor Doom possesses one of the few time machines in Marvel. Although he can travel through time using magic as a sorcerer, his primary means as temporal transportation is his time platform. With this device, he's been able to interact with other known timelines and was recently in the Maestro's timeline in Future Imperfect. Doom has collaborated and clashed with various characters who have their own time-related abilities, such as Kang the Conqueror, a master of time travel. These interactions often enhance Doom's ability to understand and manipulate time. These capabilities make Doom a formidable and unpredictable adversary, as he can plan his actions across time, alter historical events, and prepare for future confrontations with an almost unparalleled level of readiness. Number 6. Impermeable force fields. One of Dr. Doom's greatest inventions, and one of the primary features of his armor, are his force fields. These force fields are considerably large in their area of effect, allowing Doom to protect himself and his allies if necessary. They are also so powerful that it's practically futile for most characters to attack him. Captain Britain tried and Doom mocked him, saying he almost felt it. The Thing is also one of the many characters who have tried their luck, and even Iron Man occasionally attempts to break through. The repulsor energy from Iron Man's armor has proven incapable of hitting Doom, and even physical blows from the Hulkbuster haven't scratched him. I could list characters who have tried and failed, such as Cyclops, Nightcrawler, and Magneto, but none are as impressive as cosmic entities. His force field temporarily withstood attacks from a Celestial. While it was temporary, and Doom was eventually defeated, it remains a significant feat for his force field. Number 7. Pym Particles. This is a fairly recent addition, so there isn't much to discuss, but it's worth mentioning. The Pym Particles aren't an invention of his, but rather of the hero Hank Pym, as the name suggests. This invention is so remarkable that it made Pym recognized as the 7th greatest mind on the planet, and was even called the Supreme Scientist by the Eternals. Thanks to their properties of size reduction and enlargement, Pym can act as a hero under the names Ant-Man or Giant Man, depending on his size. Doom recognized the usefulness of this invention and carries with him not only the Pym Particles, but also a miniaturized spacecraft. He demonstrated this when he was thrown into the vacuum of space, and used his miniaturized base to return, showing that he had mastered this technology. Number 8. Martial Arts. In addition to the extensive range of properties and increased strength provided by his armor, Doom also excels in hand-to-hand combat. During his time in Tibet, Doom was trained in martial arts by the local monks, and became proficient in both armored and unarmored techniques. He was trained by the best sword masters of the planet, to the extent that he can deflect attacks from Iron Man with the blade in his hands. Even unarmed, he has fought and defeated a lion, and demonstrated the ability to wield Captain America's shield with the same skill as Steve Rogers. Doom has also disguised himself as Daredevil, with movements so agile that it was impossible to distinguish between the two characters. He has defeated Black Panther in hand-to-hand combat, incapacitated the villain Taskmaster, and fought against Spider-Man. Number 9. Sorcery. As I mentioned earlier, Doom is one of the many notable sorcerers in Marvel. In the beginning, he was merely a mediocre sorcerer who had studied the spells left behind by his gypsy mother. Even Doctor Strange noted that these were simple spells. However, Doom also relies on his technology, and during a battle between Earth's sorcerers, he was even recording the hand movements of other magicians and replicating their spells. But now, he's one of the greatest sorcerers in Marvel. In fact, while Earth's heroes were struggling with a vampire crisis, Latveria has not been invaded thanks to Doom's mystical protection. Doom's arsenal includes healing spells capable of restoring his limbs, time travel spells, telepathic protection, demon summoning, and more. Nowadays, he's become a threat to Doctor Strange, who has revealed that Victor knows of mystical properties that even he is unaware of. Among Doom's magical feats are nullifying the effect of the Penitence Stare, defeating Wiccan, disabling the powers of the Fantastic Four, holding back Morgana Le Fay, and facing off against the Sentinel. But those were all the powers and abilities of Dr. Doom that I managed to gather for you. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe so we can reach the top of YouTube as the biggest nerd channel of all time.